Hey, it's Alex. Draw Baby 2? That's right. Don't adjust your whatever device you're watching this on. It's me, live and in video. No requests, no shoutouts, and this time, absolutely no opinions. I'm about to tell you the story of my game. More specifically, why I'm on the block. And if you're watching this vlog, you're one of the reasons why. I'm not saying what part brings you into the story, but fear not. If you receive this lovely little tag, your name will pop up, I promise. The rules here are pretty simple. There are only two. Number one, you listen. Number two, you nom with me tomorrow. Hopefully, neither one will be easy. It's not supposed to be easy, or I would have just spammed your mails. When you're done listening to all 13 parts, because there are 13 sides to every story, rewind the vlog, lock in my noms, and tell your friends to save me. Throughout the video, I'll be mentioning several things that have happened over the days. You ready, Julian? Julian, honey, you were my first ally in Stars. I even messaged you before the game started because I really wanted to work with you. When you reach the end of these tapes, Julian, I hope you'll understand your role in all of this, because it may seem like a small role now, but it matters. In the end, everything matters. I stuck my neck out on the line for you, and you stabbed me in the back like a bunch of others did. I'm sure you didn't want to nominate me, but you did. So thank you, Julian. My first half of Stars was wonderful. But then you nominated me. Welcome back, and thanks for hanging out for part 2. If you're listening to this, one of two things has just happened. You're Julian, and after hearing your little tale, you want to hear who's next? Or B, you're someone else and you're waiting to see if it's you. Well, Eric Cartman, it's your turn. I'm sure you have no idea why you're on here, AJ. You probably think you did a good thing, right? Wrong. I'm pretty sure you locked me into. I mean, who wouldn't want to be the only one unnommed? This tape isn't about why you did what you did, AJ. It's about the repercussions of what you did. More specifically, the repercussions to me. I'm getting ninth because of you and everyone else. You literally did nothing. You didn't try to work with anyone. You didn't try to stay. You never even spoke to me. You know who you are. How long were you going to nominate me, Jackson? How did you know everyone would lock it in? I trusted you. I was completely honest with you all game. I really wanted to trust you, but now I don't know if I can anymore. I honestly don't know if you locked me in, but if you did, please tell me because I would appreciate the honesty. Here's my theory to as why you wanted to nominate me, Tito Burrito. You knew I was pissed at you for trying to get me up day 2. At the very least, you knew I was hurt, and that wasn't good for your game. That had to be fixed. I wanted to be wrong about Tito. I did. But as soon as you went on the block, I knew that Anthony was right about you. I knew how it would play out. You deserved to go home. You lied to me and threw Anthony under the bus when it wasn't him. It was you. Was I disappointed when you threw my name out there, Tito? Not really. It's hard to be disappointed when what you expected turns out to be true. But did I feel used? Absolutely. Part of me wanted to flip out for being right about you. Instead, I nominated you and you went home. I explored options of allies entirely new to me, and finally, I discovered I was sick of this game and everyone in it. I'm not even going to give you a hint to who this tape belongs to. You didn't even try. As far as I know, I didn't give you a reason to nom me. So, The Eclipse, what's your excuse? Don't worry, Joe. You didn't talk shit about me. I know that. But what you did was worse. I put my neck out on the line for you and saved you when I could. But did you care? Probably not, because I'm sitting on the block. It must have not been good enough in your eyes. I gave you a chance and you threw it away. Why, Joe? So many times in this game, I wanted to raise my hand and say, When do we get to nom the threats? You know, part of the game. That's what everyone said it would be. That's why I'm here. In the end, I only made it through a few of those day changes, but something did come of it. Something good? I wonder. See, someone else was in that group. A dentist with a perspective adored by the older users. Who was it? The number one trader in this Stars cast. So here you go, Too Beastly. The truth shall set you free. You've known this for a while, Steve. I'm sure of it. At the first mention of dentist, you knew this one was about you. Though I'm sure you must have thought, this can't be why I'm on the video. It wasn't a big deal. You betrayed my trust and tried to get me to throw my friends' names out there. You promised me you had my back 100%, but you weren't telling me the truth, were you? And now you know why. This doesn't seem like a big deal, does it? No, maybe not to you. But Stars hadn't been a safe haven of mine for a long time. My spot in the Stars house was no longer secure. Now suddenly, even my own thoughts were being offered up for ridicule. Romeo, oh Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Good question, Juliet, and I wish I knew the answer. To be totally honest, there was never a point where I said to myself, Anthony, he's my final two. I'm not even sure how much of the real Anthony I had got to know over the days. Most of what I knew was secondhand information, and that's why I wanted to know him better. Everything I heard was good. Too good. I hope this tape doesn't make you run out and dig for that deep, dark, dirty secret of his, which I'm sure is there. Or at least one or two of them, right? But wait, isn't that what you're doing, Alex? You're setting him up as Mr. Perfect only to tear him down. You, Alexandra, were the one waiting in the wings, waiting for a flaw. And you found it. Now you can't wait to tell everyone what it is and ruin his image. To which I say no. I hope you're not disappointed. I hope you aren't listening just for tea. I hope this video means more to you than that. Anthony, IYBF, your name does not belong on this list. But you need to be here if I'm going to tell my story. If I'm going to explain why I am up on the block, you need to be there. Because you aren't like every other cast member. You're different. You were good, you were kind, and decent. I didn't deserve to work with you in this game. I never did. I would have ruined you. And I did. It wasn't you. It was me. That, Anthony, is where your story ends. You did nothing to try to save yourself. You were more worried about that homeless man you were following around all night because you thought he was cute. Marcus, I needed you in this game. I could have stopped it if I really tried. I could have done something about it. But I didn't. I have no excuses. We both could have stopped it, but you didn't try hard enough. But neither did I. If time was a string connecting all of your stories, that party would be the point where everything knots up, and that knot keeps growing and growing, getting more and more tangled, dragging the rest of your stories in it. Christos, this one's for you. We heard the nom set, and Christos didn't do a thing. He didn't run around scrambling, acting crazy, and I was so grateful. Chris, maybe you had things to do that you couldn't discuss. Not right away, at least. Which is sort of fitting, because I haven't discussed any of this till now. Well, no, I tried. I tried once, but you weren't home to hear it. What happened next, I'm not entirely sure. I saved us from going up somehow. The set wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't good. It could have been much worse. One of us could have gone up. At the very least, I should have calmed you down when you got home. Or at the very, very least, stopped you from attacking everyone. But that wasn't the problem. You almost ruined everything by getting drunk. There was no way we could have stopped what happened next. One of our allies was nommed, but I didn't know he was an ally. I thought he was untrustworthy. But you weren't there to help me compare the notes. Just 2 more to go. Don't give up on me now. I'm sorry. I guess that's an odd thing to say, because isn't that what I'm doing? Giving up? Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. I don't think I will survive this pull. And that, more than anything else, is what it all comes down to. Me. Giving up. On me. No matter what I've said so far, no matter who I've spoken of, it all comes back to, and it all ends with me. Before that day change, I'd thought about giving up so many times. I don't know, maybe some people are just preconditioned to think about it more than others, but every time something bad happened, I thought about it. Okay, I'll say it. Being nominated. My plan was to try to get the threats out. Maybe I would find somebody scrambling to find a side. But everyone was gone, or so it seemed. Someone PM'd me on Skype. It was Chibi. But who am I to hold a grudge? Not once have I given in to the reputation that had been set for me. Not once. Even though sometimes it was hard, even though sometimes I found myself working with someone who only wanted to work with me because of what they heard. But I always said to those people, no, until Chibi. So congratulations, Edgar. You're the one. You're the one who got me up. How does it feel? Wait, don't answer that. I did not trust you, Edgar. Ever. In fact, you tried to knob me day 2. I was using you. I needed you so I could get my way completely. I knew you were going to turn your back on me. I knew you were lying. But I still tried to save you when you went up with Tito. For everyone listening, let me be clear. He didn't manipulate me. All I did was run to everyone's PMs for a split. After we were done running around trying to get the votes, we stopped talking. I was done. One last try. I'm giving stars one more chance. And this time, I'm getting help. Because I cannot do it alone. I've tried that. Of course, if you're listening to this, I failed. Or he failed. And if he fails, the deal is sealed. Only one person stands between you and this video. Love life. Nathan, let's see how you do. I'm watching the time go. Day change is almost here. He's not coming through. He's letting me go up. I think I've made myself very clear, but no one's stepping forward to tell me different. A lot of you cared, just not enough. And that is what I needed to find out. And I did find out. And I'm sorry. Thank you guys for watching my 13 reasons why I'm nominated. Thank you. Please save me in stars.